Hello guys, welcome to the part 2 of my journey from Karishi to Wasa. Remember, if you've not watched the part 1, you can go on my page, you would see the part 1. It's an interesting one. So this is a newly constructed road by the federal government connecting Karishi to the FCT. Karishi is a community in the FCT. So there is a new road that connects commuters and residents who walk and come into the FCT through this route. So you will get some details in the part 1 of this video. So this is the part 2. Yes, like I told you, so the journey continued, and guess what, guys? I was hungry, and here.
Guys, I just saw Masa. So I'm running to go and buy because I left home very early. I'm hungry before I get to my destination. So this is called Masa. It is mostly eaten by the northerners. So this is my own. Thank you.
So after buying the masa, I was going back to meet my bike man. So this is Wasa town. As you can see, there is a market in this place. Here they sell tomatoes and farm produce. You know, farmers bring their farm produce from the farm. You could see tomatoes, you could see fresh corn in this market, and they are sold at a very cheap price because these are directly from the farm. I was tempted to buy, but that was not my mission for the day. But okay, so we continued our journey. In fact, there are some communities in the FCT where you get to see food in a very cheap price. So I think Wasa is one of those community, and even Karishi, because these are places where these are rural areas where you get direct contact with farmers as they are bringing this farm produce from their farm. You get to see it fresh and you buy. So you can see a lot of development is taking place in this community, this Wasa. You can see houses, there are street lights, and I believe before, over time, by the time this road is completed, and over time this road will be dualized. It won't be just one lane. As you can see, a lot of people live in this place, and most of them drive all the way to the city center, that's within the FCT city center, to work and come back. So you can see for yourself, see vehicles. It's a fully developed community. There are people, farmers. You can see it even have street lights. So far this area is really coming up. And along the way, I also saw primary schools. There are government institutions in this place. There are I also saw primary health care in that place. There is primary health care, and there are government schools, that's secondary school, and even primary school along the way. um, we could see government presence in this place, and even somewhere in front, we saw, okay, you see farmers selling their corn beside the roadside. These are farmers who just harvested this produce from their farm, and then they bring it to the roadside and people buy. Some people buy and go and resell. So sometimes when you are able to buy directly from these farmers, it's cheaper. And even some people go down to the farm. As you can see, the place is developed. There are buildings coming up, estates are developing. You will get to see that in front. You will get to see that at the course of this vlog. You will see estate development. You can see houses are coming up, development is taking place, and you can, and it still have this village kind of feeling. You can see firewoods are being sold by the roadside, unlike you will see. Okay, so the blue roof over there is the Wasa IDP camp. This is a camp where internally displaced persons who were displaced by the insurgents from the far north all the way Borno and in other states. They ran into the FCT and the government gave this place to them to stay as a shelter. So it's a camp. There are so many IDP camps in the FCT, but this is one of them, the Wasa IDP camp. So as you can see, this is an estate. This is an estate coming up on the other side, just directly opposite the Wasa IDP camp. There's an estate coming up, and um, so this place is really, really, really developing, and I thank God the government is recognizing this and also helping out in terms of development. So, like I was telling you about the IDP camp, so many displaced persons from all over the states who ran into the FCT were camped in this IDP camp. That's one of the IDP camps in Abuja. There are so many of them, but this is one of them. So you could see farm people farming along the roadside, and also buildings. So this is more of a rural, community where farmers, where majority of what they do here is farming. So see you in the next video, the part 3 of this. Watch out for it because there are other interesting sites to see, because here we have a mining site and so much more for you. Bye. Where mining is taking place, so we will get to see that at the course of this vlog. So we can see street lights, we can see houses, we can see businesses taking place, we can see a lot of people going about their businesses, and we can see vehicles on the road. So we just after